Gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent
Country music.
news story. But I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
All right, I'm just going to say it. This might be one of those ideas that sounds great for about 5 minutes. And then reality shows up. So, a fan went ahead and named her new baby after Bailey Zimmerman. Now listen, I respect being a fan. Listen to the songs, go to the shows, buy the t-shirts. But naming a whole human being, that's commitment. Naming a kid after an artist who's only been famous for a hot minute is definitely a gamble. It's not like going with a timeless name that happens to belong to a legend. Like my friend Porter. He was named after Porter Wagoner, who is an absolute legend. And my buddy Porter has excellent taste in music. But basically, you're tying a kid's identity to someone whose story is still being written. You know, this isn't like naming your kid after Johnny Cash, where history has already made its decision. You know, slow down, pump the brakes. Because here's the thing. Babies, they grow up. They go to school. They get jobs. They have to introduce themselves to other people. And now, this kid has to carry around a backstory that starts with, yeah, my mom was really into country radio in the early 2020s. That's a lot. You know, we've all had that moment. You know, you hear a song, you love it, you play it 40 times in a row, and for about a week, you're convinced it's the greatest thing to ever happen to music. But most of us don't take that feeling and go, you know what this calls for? Legal paperwork. You know, have we forgotten? People named their daughters Daenerys during peak Game of Thrones hype, especially around the mid to late seasons. It made total sense in the moment. You know, the character felt iconic. The show was everywhere, and the name sounded unique and powerful. Then the story kept going. And let's just say, not everyone felt great about their naming decisions once the ending landed the way it did. That's the underlying issue with naming a child after anything that's like still in progress culturally. TV shows, viral celebrities, trending artists, whatever. You're basically betting that the character stays beloved, the story holds up, and your future child won't have to explain it constantly. Sometimes it works out fine. Sometimes you get a kid named after a character whose arc becomes controversial. So, shout out to Chrissy and Junior, who named their child Porter, after Porter Wagoner. And on that note, let's give Porter Wagoner a spin. This is Green, Green Grass.
Hometown looks the same.